think it's real long.
Like, are we talking like 15 minutes long, 25 minutes long?
I think like 17 minutes.
What were the beers? Weren't they just fucking like, wasn't one like a pale ale?
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Chilling. I'm so used to the hey Sean, hey Mike thing. It's especially funny because we'll shoot the shit for like 15 minutes and then go live. Hey Sean.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of did that. We did a beer review before this, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I'm Mike from Nerdsense. Typically, obviously, I'm doing this episode. I'm happy anyone here is watching. It's great. I have my favorite guest, and this is Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews. He kind of does his spiel at the beginning of his videos, kind of tell you where to find his stuff. So why don't we at least give him the opportunity to tell him where you can find his stuff if you like him on this video.
Appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, No Hype Beer Reviews, and I'm on YouTube. So this, and like I said, we just did a review on my channel. So yeah, make sure you check that out after this one. And then Instagram and Untapped, and it's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places as well.
Awesome. And if you want to find anything from Nerdsense, you go to nerdsense.net, I hope. And then fair enough. And you can find a lot of stuff from Sean and I there. I mean, I think our Untapped's on there. I think our YouTube stuff. That's kind of the hub. So go to nerdsense.net for anything Nerdsense related. But we're on YouTube and shit. So we are doing a beer from Hop Butcher, and they are basically out of Chicago somewhere. We are doing Cool Bay. Now, one thing we did not do in the last video, but I typically do, is I talk about the artwork. I really like Hop Butcher's art. I think this is awesome. Obviously, like I was in the Navy, I'm kind of into the nautical shit. I think this is a really cool, nice, abstract-y sort of sailboat deal. I really like the way this looks.
And you know what? For Dan Jetsa, who does all their labels, it's a little different. Like, it's not so obviously his style, which I kind of appreciate. It's cool seeing him do something that I don't associate him with. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yep, awesome. So this is has Nelson Sauvin and Southern Cross, which is a hop I was not that familiar with, but Kyle and I looked up right before we started, and it looks like we have a good grasp on it now, it seems. And it's an IPA at 6.5%. So let's do this, Kyle.
Let's get into it. Yeah, both hops are out of New Zealand. We did notice that. So,
God damn it!
I gotta get something. I just clip my fingernails. It's such a pain to open. I gotta get like you have.
I think the fact that I chew my nails like a child is why I can't open beer cans. So, unlike Kyle, I definitely left mine out of the fridge a little long, so my beer is on the warmer side, which I kind of prefer for reviews anyway. But it does indicate, huge heads, or when I'm pouring so gently, one of those problems. So I mean, like Kyle, this looks pretty similar to the one we just had. It's a little darker.
It's so funny because I know you and I, neither one of us want to make this a comparison video, but like it's really hard when we just did a beer that looks so much like this, a lower ABV beer from Hop Butcher, and that's literally the only difference I know is a little darker.
Yeah, but in such that on Kyle's channel, it looks a little yellower. The beer looks more. This is more the color it appears in real life. Yeah. It's an orangey kind of a yellow. It's a more golden orange kind of, but it's softer. It's not super opaque like a lot of the beers in the sort of the juicier IPAs tend to look. And again, weirdly, I didn't mention on the last video, but my head seems to be dissipating faster than yours. I wonder if I just want humidity in the air or something that's going on.
Could be a lot of factors, obviously. Yeah.
All right, want to get a nose, sir?
Yeah, mine is going down a little bit more than the other one was. But anyway, yeah, sorry. Okay, so here's where the comparisons I think will stop to that other beer. Do you hear that?
Kyle lives in New York. I'm just putting that out there.
I do live on close to a hospital. I don't know if that was an ambulance or not, but anyway, this smells way different than the other one.
It does. I am getting lemon here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm getting, it's almost not quite pine salty, but I am getting some lemon. I am getting some of that sort of that
it's
kindness.
It is. But speaking of like pine salt, I do get some pine needles. I get some marijuana dankness.
Oh, this is danky as F.
Like big time.
Yeah, but in a nice, pleasant way. It's not an overwhelmingly weird, right. This just tastes like weed. No. Yeah, I mean it's nice. You know what I'm surprised I'm not getting though is I'm surprised I'm not getting a whole lot of like grapiness, which I typically get with Nelson Sauvin.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll get some lemon with it, and we talked about the lemon for sure. But you're right, I don't get grape or white wine.
Yep. I know it's got a little close to the beer there.
But there is this. It's so interesting. It's like a sweet, earthy, danky, marijuana-y thing. It's like took all three of those things or four of those, like the sweetnesses when you mix them all together with the lemon. There's some other fruit going on. For me, it's hard to pick out like other specific fruits, but there is. Usually, I'll say like, you think is it peach you're getting?
I'm getting peach. Yeah, a little bit, not a lot, but it's a little bit of like almost that little stone fruity, soft stone fruit kind of deal.
I'll say okay. So I say generic tropical a lot. I'll say generic pitted fruit. That's my note for this. I'm not disagreeing with peach specifically, but I'm gonna say generic stone fruit.
I feel like with apricot, I get more caramelly kind of a deals. You know, like at peach, I get that soft peach. I get nothing.
Like cotton candy too.
I can see that.
Yeah, I tell you, like, and again, this is not a comparison. I apologize to people watching. It's just we literally did another video, and I liked that aroma, but this has so much more going on. This is interesting, and I think we could just keep smelling this and finding new things. Like this is quite something in terms of aroma.
You know, it's reminding me a little bit. It's not the same, but it's reminding me in such of like Herbs and Orto by St. Brewer, where we just kept talking about different things we were finding, and it was a little pine salty. It was a little danky. It did have some of these characters. I'm just putting that out there, and that's a beer, as we just mentioned over the weekend, how much we both liked.
Yeah, that's our best review ever as well.
I agree. That was the best review I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, I was glad that it was a multiple thing. Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Huh.
I gotta do one more sip first.
Interesting. Now, I like this.
Yes.
I like this especially, not to reference the other video, but in such it's a good companion beer because they are quite different. But they do have one similarity in the lemony thing. Yeah. But they are very different beers, and I'm not mad at that.
One of the things it's funny, not to spoil the other video, is neither one of us got grapefruit. I get some grapefruit in this. Yep. We agree the lemon for sure. I get a kiss of the white wine thing that I'll get from Nelson that was not in the aroma. I get this grapefruit thing. There is that earthy, danky weed thing. Less than the aroma led me to believe would be in the taste, but it's there for sure.
Yep.
What are you getting? What thoughts do you have?
I actually agree with everything you just said there. The only thing I'm going to add, I mean, in this one sentence or one diatribe, is I'm getting some nice crackery malt, which I did not get in the last one. I didn't get a strong sense of the malt, and I'm getting a nice malt backbone here, and not in a malty way. It's almost like saltine-ish, you know, that nice, like very crackery, grainy. It's nice, and it is a nice bed to lay upon all those flavors we just talked about. I like it.
love that we're doing this together because I would not have thought that. I would not. But like you said that, and it's unsalted saltine cracker malt coming through. Just like you're saying, it's another layer of flavor. It works with everything else that's going on. Excuse me, going on in this beer. And yeah, it was not. I mean, neither one of us perceived in the last one.
No,
it's really nice. This is. And I know some people foo-foo on saying complex. This beer is more complex than that one, but it works. It's not like a mess of a beer. Like there's 20 things going on and they're not working together. It works very well. It's a very cohesive beer, also.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm really into this one. This one's really working for me in a way that not that I didn't expect, but it is after we'd read a little bit about the hops, I was like, I not that I had an idea going in, but at least was prepared, and I don't think I was quite prepared. I think the way that the Nelson and the Southern Cross are really working together is really working for me.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, good.
Well, something we talked about off camera, but I think it's worth mentioning here. So without saying too much, sometimes IPAs can be delicious but a little boring because they can taste very similar. And then, of course, it's Hop Butcher. Heard our conversation apparently and was like, "Oh, you didn't try Cool Bay yet," because this is, although definitely drinks like an IPA in many ways, is definitely unique and something different and not boring. And it's kind of funny we had that conversation today, and then and not that the other beer was boring,
No.
but like it did drink like things I've had before.
Yep.
Whereas this one has those moments, but then this is a unique experience.
Yeah. This is unlike an IPA I've had in any time recently, for sure. You know what I mean? Or if not ever. I like it. I do like that the astringency. I think that the lemon and the white wine thing are kind of working together. I like that crackery malt. It's really nice. I like that little bit of grapefruit that almost spritz of grapefruit. I like this. This is really nice, man. This is really hitting the spot and a perfect companion to the beer we just had together.
And doing this second was better because if we did this before the other one, I think that would have been a challenge. Do you mind if I read the tasting notes now?
Enjoy.
I'm just curious. So zesty citrus.
That's fair.
Pleasant pine and bright tropical. We didn't really talk too much tropical in this beer.
No.
But those other two tasting notes, actually this happened on the other video. The other two tasting notes we definitely were saying and agreeing with. So okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't argue the other ones, and this one for sure. Like I feel like the other one,
No, that also happened in both videos where that other tasting note was like, no, I get it, I could see it, but it wasn't something jumping out at either of us, but also wasn't something where it's like, you're wrong. There's no way that's in this beer.
One thing we didn't mention in the last one, I want to point out here, and I should have mentioned it, is I really like the mouthfeel. I like the softness, but still prickly. It's perfect carbonation. But also just drinks nice. It feels nice on the palate before as drinking. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not the most pillowy mouthfeel. It has some of that, but exactly like you're saying. But then there is this, and it's weird to say pleasant harshness. Like that just sounds like something that would inherently be unpleasant. But there's this pleasant harshness to the hop bite, the bitterness. Like there is, it drinks like a beer. It drinks at moments like an older school IPA, moments newer school. It scratches a lot of itches, and again, without being contradictory.
Yeah, but I think that's the issue is this beer has so many cool things going on in ways that are complementary that it sort of feels like you're going back and forth, but there all these flavor things are working together in tandem to make this really beautiful experience.
Yes, yeah, things are going back and forth without fighting. Yeah, Yeah. Like a tennis volley. It's on the same court. I don't know. I got nothing. I got no better analogy.
That's all good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm glad. I'm not gonna say spoilers, but Kyle picked both these beers, the ones we're going to do today. To be fair, I worked a lot today, but I'm glad that these are two we did. I really enjoyed both of these, and I enjoyed doing these videos with you. They're really fun. But before we wrap up, do you have anything else you want to add here, Kyle?
No, we missed Sean. He's on vacation, so you and I decided to do some reviews together, which, like you said, has been a blast, and I look forward to when we stop recording and continue hanging out. So, no, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thanks, Sean, for editing this video. Appreciate that, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's also, like, I almost mentioned this in the last one, is like we have so much beer that we all brought home for Beer Tuber Palooza that we need to find ways to start getting these either consumed, reviewed, whatever. And so this is going to be a way. I mean, I know we didn't do these ones. These aren't from there, but Sean and I have work to do over the next couple of weeks, as I'm sure you do. So this is helping get these out of the way in the meantime.
It was nice to take these two out the fridge, but then I had to put in, I just got hit with like 8 more beers. Joe from the Beer Patrol stopped at my house and gave me a bunch of beer. So we just did 2, but I added 8, so I did not free up any space. Anyway.
There's no winning. So,
no.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. So, I mean, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, nerdsense.net, that's where all of our stuff is. And you can find us anywhere, Instagram, YouTube, all that type of shit. Kyle, from No Head Beer Reviews, you can find him, I mean, all over social media. He's on Facebook, he's on Instagram. You can find him. But until we meet again, Kyle, this is Mike.
This is Kyle.
And this is Nerdsense.
I just love that part.
Yeah, that's amazing.